Hello, and welcome back to my YouTube channel, Mr. Sanatan by Anubhav. This video is of a different kind because I'm here to share an important academic milestone with you all. Now, if you have seen the community post, you're already aware of it. If you haven't seen that, let's have some drum rolls. I don't have drums quite literally right now, but we can imagine some drum rolls because I have launched my very first textbook. Indian Knowledge Systems, a legacy of philosophy, practice, and progress, which is being published by Bharat Global Publications, and it is authored by me and Professor Priti Srivastava, who is the principal of Kamal Institute of Higher Education and Advanced Technology, which also happens to be the institution where I worked from September 2025 to July 2026 as an assistant professor in the Department of Management. Firstly, I would like to talk about the subject IKS, Indian Knowledge Systems, or Bharatiya Gyan Parampara as we may call it. Now, Bharatiya Gyan Parampara is something that has got a huge scope. It's not just limited to philosophy or the scriptures. It has many more things. Be it the cultural aspects like art, music, dance, be it architecture, be it metallurgy, be it health, medicine, be it the teachings of the Vedas, Upanishads, Srimad Bhagavad Gita, so on and so forth. So many things are there in Indian knowledge systems, and that is what it makes the subject so much fun. Because we should understand one thing, that this subject, IKS, is something like we may call it a dharohar that is being passed down from our ancestors to the current generations over the thousands of years. Right? Now, IKS has become more popularized ever since the new education policy 2020 got implemented in a full fledged manner. We can see nearly everything related to IKS. For example, IKS conferences, IKS seminars, workshops, MOOCs, value-added courses, core courses in universities. Then, of course, guest sessions are also being organized in IKS. I myself have taken 3 guest lectures so far. So we can understand that the popularity of IKS is increasing more and more. Textbooks are also available these days in huge numbers, right? But if you talk about an undergrad student is searching for a study material from which they can prepare for the exam fully, right? Like a one single destination for all their queries, all their problems. And till date, this aspect was missing for the IKS subject as per the curriculum of Guru Gobind Singh Indraprasth University, New Delhi. And we discovered that gap, and this is the reason why we came up with this textbook, Indian Knowledge Systems, which will be helpful for the subject codes BCOM113 and BBA118. Okay. Now, given that it's my very first textbook, you might wonder why specifically I chose this subject IKS. One reason I've already stated. The other reason being my interest in the Indian scriptures that I have developed for the past couple of years, and also the fact that I am pursuing my PhD research revolving around Indian knowledge systems. So, yes, these were the reasons why my very first textbook is on IKS. So, it was back in January 2026. Now, I'm going to start talking about the textbook. It was back in January 2026 when the principal of my workplace, Kihit, we were having a discussion, and she said that how about we come up with a textbook on IKS together, given that there's no dedicated book for the GGSIPU curriculum, and also the fact that it will count as a very substantial contribution to the academic world of the university curriculum. I said, definitely, let's go for it. So we started working on this book right in January 2026, and the work continued up to April 2026. Now let's get to the details of this textbook. So, firstly, we have the title page, of course, right? Then I have dedicated this textbook to the Holy Trio, Thakur Sri Ramakrishna Paramahansa, Holy Mother Ma Sharada, Swami Vivekanand, and my most revered Gurudev, Swami Suhitananda Ji. who happens to be one of the current vice presidents of Ramakrishna Mission. And also, the book is being dedicated to my Ishta Devi, Varistani. We are delighted to share that we managed to get two forewords from esteemed dignitaries. Number one being from Revered Swami Sarvalokananda Ji, who is currently the head of Ramakrishna Mission Delhi, and the forward being from Professor Dhananjay Joshi, who is the Dean of School of Education, GGSIPU, Dwarka, Sector 16, Main Campus. Now, here we have the syllabus for both the courses BBA118 and B.Com113. More or less, they are the same. It's just that Unit 2 and Unit 3 positions are interchanged in both of them. Okay. Then the entire curriculum has been divided into 16 chapters. Okay, each unit divided into 4 chapters. If I give you a quick glance, Unit 1 talking about, like, it's giving an introduction to IKS firstly, then we are talking about the Vedas, the Upanishads, then the Darshans, right? The Astic Darshans and the Nastic Darshans, and then the different aspects of the culture. Followed by the Unit 2, wherein we are talking about the inner sciences and outer action, where we talk about spirituality, ethics, and the Indian mind. The Unit 3 majorly talks about three things, one being Arthashastra, second TKDL, that is the Traditional Knowledge Digital Library, and lastly the geographical indications, the GI tags. Right. Unit 4 talking about the sacred sciences and sustainable design, technology, engineering, and innovation in IKS, wherein we are talking about Shilpa Shastra, Vastu Shastra, town planning, metallurgy, astronomy, mathematics, so on and so forth. So one thing very important, that each chapter, the content has been explained in a very easy to understand language so that the undergrad students can gain as much as possible and they can write their answers easily in their exams. Right. And each chapter has got some practice questions towards the end, some fill in the blanks, some true and false, some short answer questions, and some long answer questions to enhance their learning, right? And also to sort of evaluate the things that they have learned so far after reading the content. So, yes, the 16 chapters are there, one after the other, thoroughly completing the syllabus of both these courses for the subject Indian Knowledge Systems. And post these 16 chapters, talking about the appendix, firstly, we have got a PYQ and two model test papers, exactly in lines with the current paper pattern of Guru Gobind Singh Indraprastha University, that is a 60-mark paper wherein a student has to attempt 4 5-markers and 4 10-markers, and there's a time of 3 hours. Okay? So, yes, these 3 question papers are there that can be attempted, post which there's a glossary of key terms, which is very much required given that not everyone is familiar with uh, terms like avidya, Brahman, Chaturdasha Vidyasthan, Darshana, Jnanakand, then Karmakand, Purusharth, Vrit, Shastra, Shavana. So here we have a glossary of key terms that you should learn, that you should be using in your exams to sort of make an impression in the eye of the examiner and also to enhance your answers. Right. And followed by the exam ready tips. I won't be showing the entire thing because you should be getting this textbook to read the whole thing, right? So, exam ready tips are also there, how to prepare for your exam and how to present your answers in the best way possible in order to get the maximum marks, right? Because, see, theoretical papers, if you talk about the theoretical subjects, it is difficult to score, right? But if you have the right methodology, right way of learning, right way of presenting the answers, then no one can snatch like 95% from you, right? Then the relevance of Srimad Bhagavad Gita for the college students, as Jagadguru Adi Shankaracharya has rightly said that it is very much the summary of nearly all the Upanishads, right? So it is important that all the students should read Gita on a regular basis, and hence we have talked a bit about it towards the end of the textbook. Also, we have also added some motivational quotes, some divine utterances of Thakur Sri Ramakrishna, Paramahansa, Sharda Devi, and Swami Vivekanand as well. Lastly, there are a couple of references, like the references to the different books and the research papers that have been published that you can definitely go through to know more about these topics. Right. And with this, we come towards the end of the textbook with this mantra. And yeah, that would be it. Lastly, here's a brief bio of both the authors of this textbook. So, concluding remarks of this video, definitely if you are a GGSIPU first year student, you should get this textbook. It's available in the uh, website of Bharat Global Publications. You can buy this book online, right? Uh, the link is there in the description, and we are also trying it to get it indexed in Amazon. So let's see. If it happens, I'll update it in the channel itself. Even if you're not a GGS IPU student, still you should get this textbook because you will get to learn quite a lot of things from one book itself. Right. So with this, I would like to put a halt to this video. Uh, if you get this textbook, do read it and do let me know uh, like a feedback in the comments. And yeah, that would be it for this video. See you in the next one. Thank you.